Time to introduce you to another one of our remarkable women finalists. Marcie Taylor of Shippensburg lost her son when he was just 3 years old.
Through her tragedy, she found her purpose, bringing comfort and understanding to others. Allie Lanyon reports.
It was 2006. Marcie Taylor was on vacation in the Outer Banks with her beautiful family. Her husband Randy, 6-year-old Lauren, and 3-year-old Drew were headed to the beach when their car was hit by a logging truck.
And its load shifted and it T-boned our family's minivan. Drew was life flighted to Norfolk. I was seriously injured, breaking my neck, my pelvis, my arm. They stabilized me in the Outer Banks and flew me to meet him in Norfolk. We were told that his injuries were too severe. He would not survive them. He was brain dead at that point.
Marcie tried unsuccessfully to donate her little boy's organs.
My world stopped and everybody else's world kept going. And I think that's what a lot of grievers find. Your world stops. How do you keep going?
She struggled with the question, why? Why them? Why Drew? Her family found comfort in grief support groups, but soon realized there was a need for more services, especially for children like Drew's sister Lauren, closer to their home in Shippensburg.
I said his 3.5 years couldn't be enough. We needed to allow him to make an impact on this earth far beyond his physical time, and he's going to do that through us.
And that's how the Drew Michael Taylor Foundation was born.
This is an example of one of the activities that we do in our Drew's Hope groups. It's called the Broken Heart Activity. But as you can see, it's not perfect, and that's what we try to explain to our families. It is never going to be perfect again.
Marcie left her teaching job to make sure people in her community would have somewhere to turn in their worst hour.
This room, which is called the Storm Shelter, big energy room.
The foundation provides services for grieving kids.
We have a punching bag, so this is a fully padded wrestling room, and it lets them get big energy out, but in a really safe way.
They also have 5 adult grief support groups like this one called A Perfect Blend, encouraging coffee, crafting, and conversation.
It's a safe place to come, and I get validation on anything I feel.
Kathy Campbell lost her son Christopher to a car crash and says grieving is just easier here with Marcie.
It's like when you walk into a dark house, a very dark, scary house. She's standing at the door with a flashlight. She reaches out. She does not wait for people to find her. She reads obituaries. She figures out if there's children. She figures out what the loss is. And she reaches out at an appropriate, proper time.
It's in this work that Marcie believes she's found her purpose and her son's legacy.
So every time a griever is helped, my relationship with Drew has continued. He's making that impact that we wanted him to make from the very beginning. His 3.5 years weren't it.
Drew Taylor would be 20 now. He would be a big brother to Seth, who was born in 2008. And although his mom never found the answer to the why, she realized somewhere along the way, she stopped asking the question.
I've always said, when I get to heaven, I'm just blowing past the gates and running to my kid. So at that point, it won't matter.
If you'd like more information about the Drew Michael Taylor Foundation or Marcie's story, you can read more. We've set up a link at abc27.com. Allie Lanyon, ABC 27 News.